So I think I just deep dive into something I don't know. But this all came about with this photo right here. I was reading the Washington Post and I just really wanted to make a TikTok of how Melanie Trump wasn't in there. But as I was reading the Washington Post, I came across this name. This guy, Hellberg. A strident China hawk led an effort to write a bill banning TikTok. So this is Jacob Hellberg. And guess what? Jacob Hellberg is openly gay. And he's married to this guy, Keith Rabois. Now I'm intrigued. A Republican gay? What are you doing? Now, if we look up Keith Rabois, we'll see here he's a startup investor and executive at PayPal, LinkedIn, Slide, and Square. And he invested in Yelp. Now, I want you to keep in mind PayPal. Now, it says here, while at Stanford, Mr. Rabois, he became acquainted with Peter Thiel. Also, Rabois was one of the several students reprimanded for shouting homophobic slurs outside an instructor's home. My man, you're gay. And he was telling them to die of AIDS. This story just keeps getting interesting. Now, I also want you to keep in mind Peter Thiel. Now, I knew nothing of Peter Thiel, but when I read the article of the Washington Post, I noticed it said Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel donated $1.25 million to Trump's first campaign. He also wanted to staff the government with tech leaders, some who've had unconventional views. That sounds like something Elon's been trying to do. Now, let's look up Peter Thiel, because Peter Thiel is a co-founder of PayPal. Keith Rabois was executive at PayPal. He's the co-founder, and Peter Thiel is also the first outside investor in Facebook. Now, let me do some background on Peter Thiel because I'm confused. Peter Thiel's parents are from Germany, okay? And he immigrated to the United States when he was 1 year old. So Peter Thiel is an immigrant. And on top of that, his mother became a U.S. citizen, and his father did not. And on top of that, they were first in South Africa. Now, who do we know was in South Africa? Mr. Elon Musk is from South Africa, and Peter Thiel lived in South Africa. I don't know about coincidences. I don't know about those. And as I'm reading more about Peter Thiel, I come across this case. It's Boya versus Gawker. Boya is Hulk Hogan. And basically, Gawker was a media company, and they were planning to release a sex tape. And Hulk Hogan was all like, hell nah, that's an invasion of privacy. Now, why is Peter Thiel involved in this? Well, I'm going to show you. Right here, Peter Thiel was motivated to sue Gawker after they published a 2007 article publicly outing him. Gawker said this man is super duper gay. And he never denied these claims, Peter Thiel. He only said it ruined people's lives. So I feel like I've hit the end of Peter Thiel, but that could never be further wrong, because I come across this in the same Washington Post. Sachs and Palantir advisor Jacob Hellberg. I'm so confused. What is Sachs and what is Palantir? Or who are they? And what is Jacob Hellberg advising? And guess what? Peter Thiel incorporated Palantir Technologies, a big data analysis company named after Tolkien artifact. The point is, Peter Thiel created Palantir. That's what Jacob Advisor is advising. On top of that, Palantir's first backer, the company, was the CIA. So you know why they're invested in China. I didn't mention some history on Jacob Hellberg, but he was a co-chair of the Brookings Institution China Strategy Working Group and U.S. Friends Working Group on China. This man hates TikTok with a being. As you can also notice, something that caught my eye is September 11, 9/11. Peter Thiel then said, we will have more security with less privacy, or less security with more privacy. I don't know what the hell that means or how 9/11 got involved, but we shall see. Another thing that ties Peter Thiel and Elon is that PayPal then continued to grow through mergers in 2000 with Elon. On top of that, Peter Thiel is known as the Don of the PayPal Mafia. What is going on with PayPal? So then I'm thinking I've hit my end. But I remember Sachs in Palantir, so let's look up Sachs. This is David O. Sachs, and guess what? He's South African. Who else? Elon Musk. And on top of that, Sachs was the COO and product leader of PayPal. Once again, PayPal is involved. So I decided to look up some more about Mr. Sachs. It says he's at angel investments include Facebook, Uber, SpaceX, Palantir Technologies, and Airbnb. And if you read along some more, to my surprise, 9/11 is involved, as well as the fact that Sachs is a member of the so-called PayPal Mafia group. But anyway, back to 9/11. It was on the first of the IPO's opening of PayPal after September 11 that the stock rose more than 54%. Now, I don't believe in coincidences, but this is quite literally insane. We've hit another lick on 9/11. I'm thinking it's going to end here. Before I continue, I'd like to quickly add that I did look up what Palantir means, and it means to watch over. The Palantirs were used for communication and to see events in other parts of Arda in the past. This was from the Lord of the Rings, so Peter Thiel has a Lord of the Rings thing. So then I'm reading the Washington Post, and I come across this little part where this guy is joking to some guy about how Trump's all cabinet is going to be kind of tech, and these are the people that will be in the positions. David Sachs for Department in Cryptocurrency and Payments, and David Marcus at Treasury. Now, who the hell is David Marcus? And here we go. David Marcus was the former president of PayPal. On top of that, vice president of messaging and Facebook. As well as, let's not leave this out, I want to show this, co-creator of DM, a cryptocurrency project. Now let's go back to the Washington Post because I think you'll find this interesting. Musk's Silicon Valley distinct and often unorthodox vision of shaping Washington, slashing regulations on cryptocurrency, as well as startups eyeing federal contracts in the space and defense sector. Now, who owns something in the defense sector? Palantir, that'll be Peter Thiel, and David Marcus with the cryptocurrency. And here is the other crazy addition. Cryptocurrency prices surged on Wednesday, as did stocks for Tesla Musk car company. We just had the election, so after the election, the cryptocurrency went shadoop. So things are looking very odd. We got Peter Thiel with the CIA contract, known as the Don of Mafia. We got David O. Sachs, a member of the Mafia. Keith Rabois, a member of the Mafia. David Marcus, the member of the PayPal Mafia. And we still haven't hit no more legs on 9/11, only the fact that it rose 54%. So then I go and read this in the Washington Post. Attention from Trump and Lutnick, who is acting as gatekeeper for many vetting process. If you don't know, currently Trump is looking for 4,000 other employees, and Lutnick is a part of that. But who is Lutnick? And immediately I'm hit with a two-lick. Lutnick is some businessman, but on top of that, after losing 658 employees, including his brother in the 9/11 attack. What is honestly going on? And what's crazy about this, somewhere down below, it also said that Lutnick had just launched a project where he would need 70% of his employees because it's a brokerless application or whatever. And just in time for 658 employees, it literally said he didn't lose out because he lost 70% of his personnel, and he doesn't even need them for his new brokerless application. There's a lot more to this, with J.D. Vance knowing Peter Thiel and Trump knowing Peter Thiel from this pro-Rumble app where they get to talk about pro-conservatism. There's a lot that's going on. But I just want to cut it off here that Peter Thiel has a contract with the CIA dealing with Palantir that overwatches China's communication or communication in general, with the fact that he just sued a media company for privacy reasons just because he got exposed in 2007, and he hopped on the Hulk Hogan and Gawker case. Things are odd, things are not adding up. And the fact that Rabois was a part of some FWD site, and so was Mark Zuckerberg. FWD was founded by leaders in Silicon Valley in 2013, including Mark Zuckerberg, to advance immigration reform, Keystone Pipeline. All of this started from this one photo. And I only circled this dude's name because of something funny off of Scandal. He looked this guy, Sully St. James, who was on Scandal season 1 episode, where he was a gay Republican and he didn't want to come out. And then you got Peter Thiel, Keith Rabois, and Jacob Halbert. Yeah, anywho. That's all I got for now. I would explain the rest, but it's just way too much for my time frame. Let me know if you guys figure anything else out or something I missed.